What if I told you that building a sculpted and strong back is not as hard as what you think? You don't have to walk around and act like you have a back, but actually having a strong, thick, and wide back was obtainable to everybody that put their mind to it. Today, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you three different ways that I've built my back over the years and how you can accomplish it today. Let's talk. Now, most gym goers, they rely on nothing but weights to build their back. But if you want to be able to have a strong back that not only is strong, but actually looks like it performs, there are 3 ways that you be able to attain that type of physique. Now, when you're building a back, you want to first start in the kitchen. The first thing you want to do is be able to have a well-balanced meal. One that is packed full of nutrients and vitamins, but also has an ample amount of carbs and proteins. Now, protein is all over the internet thinking they have to have so much protein to be able to build enough muscle. It's about what type of protein. You want to go off of food. Real exact food is the number one thing that's going to help to build muscle. Synthetic foods, whether it comes into protein or meal replacement shakes, those are great for supplements. That's why they're called supplements. So having nutrients, you want to have a well balanced. You want to have good carbs on that plate. You want to be able to have a good amount of protein, whether it comes into beans or steak, chicken. Those are the varieties that I like to stay with. Veggies are one of the prime ways for us to be able to have a good digestive system. So when you're absorbing this protein, it's absorbed correctly so you can get rid of that stuff that you don't really need within your body. Now, number 2, that's going to be mind to muscle connection. You want to first start off any type of back workout with pull-ups. And yes, I am a calisthenics athlete, and that's my primary movement when it comes to building my back. Now, my back consists of not just my back, as you know, crazy guy. We all have back, but your back consists of 3 different parts: your upper back, your mid back, and your lower back. Now, with a proper pull-up, it ignites all 3 of them. Now, you want to do the body weight pull-up because you'll be able to create a lot of mind to muscle connection when you're performing it correctly. On my channel and a few videos that I have on here, you're able to see that I'm able to contract my lats to where they're able to fire like pistons inside of a engine. They want to be hitting all cylinders. You want to be able to feel each and every rep. You don't want to just pick up any type of weights and move them just to move them. Now, with our back, you're not able to see your back at all. We know this. So it's important for you to have a clear mind and muscle connection. Another movement that I use when I'm trying to create a lot of mind to muscle connection, just a regular cable row, but you want to do it unilaterally. So you want to grab that unilateral machine. You want to be able to pull one at a time. Now, you can be able to do this with the machine, or you're able to do this with another piece of equipment is a resistance band. You take a resistant band, you can tie it to a pole, your pull-up bar, anything with a solid structure, be able to sit back just a little bit and be able to pull with one arm with that resistance band. What that is going to allow you to do to have all tension going from the negative to the positive front on your lats. So you can be able to feel your lats with every single rep. Now, with the third and final tip, you have to understand that it's not just about the weights. It is not just about calisthenics and pull-ups. It's about a good combination. You're going to need, just like these 3 tips about building a big back, there's 3 different types of exercise that you have to have on your back workout. You have to have it. You got to have these 3 different exercises. You're going to have a pull-up, any variation. You're going to have a row variation. And you're going to have, as a third, what I recommend is going to be rack pulls. I am not a big component when it comes to deadlifts. I think it's too much strain on that lower back and your legs. Now, The rack pull can be a little dangerous on your lower back, but with proper technique and actually taking it 50% of that load, instead of going all the way to the ground, is doing 50% of the way and pulling from the lower part of your knees all the way up, you're just able to just work on that lower back. And it's going to help with the lats to stretch out those lats as much as possible. I love the rack pull. The rack pull is a vital movement on every week or every other week of my workout regimens. I really advise you to throw that into your workout routines instead of relying so much on that deadlift. Deadlift is a power movement, and not everybody are power lifters. It's good for the show. It's not necessarily good for just living long and looking good. All it takes is one time for you to go ahead and tweak something, and that back is gone. But with the rack pull, with proper technique, you'll be able to minimize that pain. So when it comes to the pull-ups, I always love the wide grip pull-up, to be able to hit that low, that under that armpit, that lower lat. You have to stretch as much as possible. You have to build those lower lats so you can create a width of your back. You want to have a wide back. Best looking thing when you wear a black and white tee and people, you turn around, people can see that wide back. It's a staple. Row variations is up to you. So my favorite row variations is the pendulé row, the seal row, and one of the famous the regular barbell row. Anything basically with a lot of free weights is going to be able to grow that thickness on your back. I do use machines. I don't really recommend machines if you already have free weights. So I always rely on the free weights. It just gives that dense muscle that you would see Ronnie Coleman. You would see all the big bodybuilders back in the day. They used a lot of free weights because they didn't have a lot of machines. And you can see the big difference between their backs and some of the backs of these new age bodybuilders, where they're not as dense in that muscle. It's just how it is. Any real bodybuilder will actually tell you that. So with that being said, it's a short video, but these are 3 ways that I've been able to grow my back over the years. If y'all have any questions, y'all go ahead in the comments, hit a like for me. And always, like I end my videos, I appreciate everybody who appreciates me, and I love everybody who hates me. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.